Hey guys, today I'm going to be sharing my garden 2 weeks after I planted everything in it. 2 weeks ago, I planted some plants. I planted a whole bunch of flowers. I planted just a ton of seeds in this garden. So let's go in there. I also planted tomato and pepper plants. Those were already started. So let's go in the garden and see what has come up and what has not. I have not been up here in quite a few days. So let's see together how everything is looking. So first, here are my chives. I cut these back last week, almost a week ago. Looking good. Very nice. I don't know where I'm going to do my new herb bed that I want to plant echinacea in. Sunflowers and echinacea. I don't know, but guys, look at these. These are trellis beans that have to be put on a trellis. These are actually old from like last year or something. These were from last year, but anyway, we have some seeds there. Those are Kentucky Wonder pole beans. On the other side, almost every one of them came up on the other side as well, except one right here. But it's all right because that's plenty. It'll cover it anyway. So anyway, let's look. Here we have some Cherokee wax beans. They're looking good. I know I need to pull weeds. I know someone's probably going to say something about that in the comments below, but I'm going to work on it. And then we got Cherokee wax beans. These are yellow beans. You know, the strange thing is none of the okra came up. It looks like, there's one. One okra plant came up. And it looks like it's going to die. So, I guess we need to get new okra seeds because those were some really old okra seeds. Here we have our stevia and I can't remember what the name of that plant is. Here it is, Dusty Miller. That's the name of this white plant, Dusty Miller. I think it's just such a pretty plant. I also planted some seeds in there, so those are hopefully going to grow. Here we got, these are Jupiter peppers. I don't know what that is. I think a Granville mix. But pepper plants, they're getting darker. They're looking so much better. I think they have definitely reached the fertilizer because they are looking very green and very beautiful. Looks like I'm going to have to replant okra because almost none of that came up. So I'm going to have to replant okra. But that's all right because a lot of other things did come up. Here we got some sunflowers. I might have to replant a couple sunflowers, but that's all right. Here we have a sunflower right there. I don't know about that one. I did skip some because I didn't want to get too crowded through here. There is one. There's one. There's one. Or there's two, actually. But that's pretty good, actually. It looks like I need to plant some more sunflowers around there. But anyway, I have some canary melons that I need to replant. But part of gardening is replanting a lot of stuff. But that's how it's going to be, regardless. There, sorry about the hose laying there. We got some cucumbers. These are called, what are the name of these? They are called Garden Bush Slicer Hybrid, I believe. Something like that. But almost all of them came up. I have a few that I need to replant. I don't know. I might not even replant because almost all of them came up. It looks like 1, 2, 3 in a row did not come up. But it might be good to have some extra space through here between them. So I might just leave that, honestly. That seems like a good idea to just leave them like that. But I definitely need to pull weeds in here this weekend, so I'm going to do that. Looks like our canary melons did not come up right here, but that was my fault because I think I washed them away when I think one came up. But that was or two, there's one. But that was my fault because I washed them away when I watered them, I believe. So, because I remember seeing the seeds wash away, and I was like, oh no. And then I tried to, recover them, but I guess they did not recover. But that's all right because a lot of other things came up. So, I'm going to just replant a couple sunflowers, I believe. Replant the whole row of canary melons. I just need to make sure. I probably need to wet the ground and then plant the seed. I definitely should have thought that through before I did that. But anyway, this row, it looks like nothing. This row came up, which is kind of strange. That one, I see one came up. I don't know what that was, though. There's one of something. Looks like a sunflower. came up. So it looks like 2 things out of this whole row, which I think because I used squash seeds that were very old. They were like 6 years old, which is pretty old for squash seeds. So I think I'm going to probably have to like buy squash seeds and then just replant them there. But you know, we still have a lot of time. It's only April 26th today, so we still have a lot of time. Plenty of time. Our frost date is like November, like in the middle of November sometime. So we have plenty of time to grow squash. And I think I'm just going to do this whole row squash and zucchini probably. Because I like zucchini for zucchini bread and then squash just for squash fritters. Those are really good. Oh, and my corn patch, I'm definitely going to plant them. I have to cut this down. I need to do that very soon because as you can see, I don't want it to get too big or else I have to get my dad to cut it down, which I don't know how we would get the lawnmower in here because I have sprouts sprouted. So I'll just have to cut them down myself, which is fine because it doesn't look that bad. It's just like tall, but this is all goldenrod actually, and it comes up very easy. And I need to get my mom and dad to buy me some thorn-proof gloves because these are some big thorns through here. But I'll work through it. I did last year. I got it all cut down and it was all fine last year. So anyway, corn is going to be planted there eventually when I get this. And also it's not time for corn because in Alabama you got pop-up frost everywhere. But thankfully we have not had any of that and I think we're in the clear for that. Anyway, here are the tomatoes. Tomatoes looking very, very good the last few days, especially this one. I was worried about these two because these were super small and they just didn't seem like they were going to make it, but they did. You can see they're green here. Ooh, we have a flower. Very nice. So it's looking very good. Got a couple weeds and I have a big weed right there to pull. A big thorn right here to pull. I'm going to try to see if I can get it to like go over there. Try to like towards it over there. It's kind of hard because like you can't touch them very hard. They're very like sensitive. Okay, there. See if we can just get it to hang over there for a minute. But anyway, I put sticks here for just to like warn people that like there are tomatoes there, not to step on them, because when I planted these 2 weeks ago, they were pretty small. So 2 weeks later, they're looking very good. I got the blow dryer, which I'm going to blow all of this off, and it will look very nice. But I'm going to pull some weeds now, I think, guys. But I hope you guys enjoyed seeing an updated tour of my garden, how everything is going. I planted these things 2 weeks ago, so they're looking good. And I'm just going to replant some seeds here today, and I think we will be good for seeds in the garden. And of course we have watermelon down in my mom and dad's garden, so that is looking good. But I hope you guys enjoyed seeing my garden as it is coming along. This will be April's tour. I'll probably do one in late May, and then I'll do one like in late June, late July, late August, you know, kind of like hopefully maybe do one every month. And then of course I'll do a lot of shorts like showing y'all. I know I have not been very good about doing garden tours in the past for like my garden in the past years, but we'll see it because I think I can get some good videos this year. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. Put any comments or questions in the description box or the comment box below, and we will see you guys on the next adventure.